when you add that extra space, the bees will build the comb out past the edge of the top of the bar, right? And you're going to find out why that's important in a second. So you would space your supers. You could actually just take your finger and put it in and spread them out that way. And then they build them beyond the face. Now, we want to take this capping off. There's a couple ways to do it. Old-fashioned way, you could use an uncapping tool. Did you bring your knife, a real knife?
No.
We have one in the house. So, you know the long bread knife that we just got the Cutco one?
Yeah, with the serrated edge, right?
So you could just take this, put it along the edge of the frame, go in, give it a push, and all you're doing is just uncapping that way. And you're going to expose it. And the point of that is, as you get this off and take it off, you're going to expose that, and then this centrifugal force will pull it out of the cell. It'll drain through the bottom and into your pot. Okay?
You can go either way with the fork, too. You can go like this, or you can go like this.
And what Roger was talking about is this thing has this curved space, so you can literally go along the edge, and it'll collect your cappings, and you can then do what Bob did and make wax candles out of them and so on, right?
Yeah.
This is one way to do it. And actually, as you can see, it's not very hard. And the other thing is, even if you do have an electric knife or other mechanisms to do this, I would suggest that you still have one of these. So we'll talk about the electric knife. This, if you have a lot to do, this is probably something you might consider investing in. And it's a hot knife. It's plugged in. As soon as you plug it in, it's hot. And you can see it just comes in here, and away it goes. And it just takes that capping right off. And away it goes. It's not complicated. The other way that you could do it is have a critter like this. And you could just take it and shave along the bottom. And this is where, when the cap sticks out, it makes it easier. When it's inside or below the frame, see, this one's pretty good. I could probably carve all the way along, right? But when it's inside the frame, then you got to do some of this stuff, and you got to angle yourself in. So here, I could just take this. This is a brand new sharp knife, so it's going to carve through it, no problem. You would do this for a while. If you're having difficulty, your knife's not sharp, or it's all clogged up, or whatever the case is, you get yourself a hot thing of water, and you just keep dipping it, and it'll go through. What you want to try and do is, you can see I got really deep here at one point. You want to see if you can keep yourself from going so deep that you're carving, a lot of wax out. You want the wax to go in the spinner, not in the... So I'm actually going to just use the electric one because I think we'll get the fastest run from it.
What I do is
So I'm going to stop. Come on up.
Yep.
Come on. Come try this. See what it feels like.
Come on. What do you want to do? You want to use the knife, the fork?
Sometimes you can go this way. If it's in deep, you could use the end of the knife. So I'm just going to step out, hold the thing up. That sharp knife is very, very sharp.
Okay, here we go. Let's get it going.
So this is an antique. I have no idea if this one somebody loaned to us who was a beekeeper who's not doing it. They said it's yours until we need it. Which the one thing that I will tell you about this, the first time I used this tool, I spun and spun and spun and spun, and it gets this vacuum going and a whirl, and little tiny particles of honey will float up in the air. I looked like Sparkling Dan when I was covered, right? This one belonged to her parents when she had it. You can see it's just a converted trash can.
Dad, you want to try?
Come on, Dad. Dad.
Same principle. You just spin it, and away it goes. These things are meant to help you hold the frames in. You can come and look at this. It has a spout here on the My in-laws Build some covers to solve the problem. And these just sit on here, and now you can spin so hard it's contained and you don't get it all over you. But if you look in Brushy Mountain or Man Lake or whatever, they come with plexiglass or they come with other things. I don't know if this one ever has. What were you saying?
I can tape them, it's good.
Yeah. So,
You go the wrong way. You should go from the top to the bottom, not the top, bottom to the top. Always aim at
you want to make sure all your stuff is crystal clean. Scrub it. Get the soap out of it so it doesn't taste like it. If you want to see what this looks like, I'm actually going to spin this one out, and you'll see it coming out of the cells and hitting the outside walls. So come on up and take a look if you want. And I have a flashlight here that you can shine down in and actually see the honey spin down. And it spins out in streaks. Start slow. Listen, when you spin these things, you get the honey frames and they're never the same weight. I would recommend that you spin them slow and spin them medium, but don't crank the thing unless you really have a good spinner. You're going to get to a death wobble and you cannot recover, trust me.
Wow.
That's what it's all about.
Now you lick your fingers.
So on that point, if you lick your fingers, watch them.
That's how you wash
There is a way that you're supposed to stay open. I'm just going to get it.
It's a mess. Messy way.